Hello, it's Jess from BenevolentPlum.com. This is my little buddy Allie. Say hi, Allie. And today I'm coming at you with another pick a card reading. This reading is what energies to work on for the week ahead. Now that week is starting April 27th, 2020. So what are we going to work on this week? What advice can we get? And maybe we get a little inspiration in there as well. I have 3 groups, 1, 2, and 3. I have my oracle cards. I will list these all in the description below, and I will list the timestamps in the description below. If you resonate with this reading, please do like and subscribe. I am a brand new channel, and that helps me so much. Thank you so much. Okay, so let's get started. So first thing we're going to do is take a deep breath, and as we do, we're going to breathe in clarity, we're going to breathe in inspiration, we're going to breathe in positivity, and when we exhale, we are going to breathe out confusion, we're going to breathe out murky waters, we're going to breathe out fuzzy thinking, okay? And then when we are done with our 2 big deep breaths, we're going to open our eyes and pick which group we are most drawn to. All right, so let's take our breaths now. Breathing in. Hold. Breathing out negativity. And we're gonna breathe in clarity. And relax as you breathe out. Let's take one more. And breathe out. Now pick your card group, group 1, group 2, group 3, and I will see you at your chosen reading. Hello, group 1. Welcome to your reading. So in this reading, we are discovering what we need to work on this week on our path towards fulfillment and joy. Now I did already shuffle these, all these cards, so I'm just gonna cut them and pull off the top. Start with some tarot. Excuse if you see little buggies flying around, it's because I have these lights and we've had our windows open. So we have some buggies flying around. Okay. So we have the Hanged Woman, Ace of Pentacles, the Tower, Ace of Wands, wow, Ace of Cups, oh my god, wow, we have 3 aces, and the Tower. Okay, cool. So I'm going to put those aside and get a few oracle cards. I do also have the Archetype deck by Krans, and I will probably be reading out of the book for that one. Oh, all right. We'll take you. I create harmony. Again, these are already shuffled. I just do a little bit of shuffling for you to see. Healer. Right. Attachment. Patience. You are able to let the universal energy of transformation move according to its own loving rhythm. Wow. Very cool. All right. So let me get one more oracle card here, and then we will start pulling this together. What does group 1 need to work on this week? All right. The Eternal Child. Wow, okay. So, let's see. Well, amazing, you have 3 aces, and so let me just say that you have a lot of really great stuff coming in for you, but I know we have to do a little bit of work first before all that great new beginnings come in. You have love. It's going to be an upgrade of love or a new love coming in. The Ace of Wands, new passions, new projects, and that could even go along with this love, this Ace of Cups here, just kind of amping up the passion there. Maybe a little bit of a fiery fling there, or some sexual energy. And then the Ace of Pentacles, so new income, or an upgrade to your income. But this could even be just along with this Ace of Wands, a new project that you have been working on or thinking about that brings in some money for you, brings in some abundance for you. But how do we get there? So this Tower is, and along with this Patience, right? So the Patience card, yes, there's a little bit of patience involved, but what I'm really getting out of this card is the universal energy of transformation. So you're able to allow this disruption, or something in your life to go ahead and tear down some of the blocks that you may have built up in order to build something newer and better and bigger. So this Hanged Woman here, you are kind of hanging in wait for these wonderful things to come in. Maybe you've already started investing time, maybe funds, energy into some new projects, a new venture, or new love. And you're kind of waiting for, some to get something back on your investments. Well, they are coming, but you just have to work on a few things. So this Attachment card, that's going to go along with this Tower card and this Patience card. There's something that you might need to let go of to allow this new energy in. So allow a breakdown of some things that maybe you're holding on to and they weren't working, be it a relationship, be it an old job. Maybe you were let go of a job, or maybe you're in a job that just is not serving you. It's not bringing you satisfaction. You may need to just let go of that and take the risk, take a leap of faith that you were going to be okay moving forward. And I see that you are going to be. So you have the Healer there. And this Healer, along with this, I create harmony. And we have this Eternal Child. So, you are going to be your own healer here in this situation, okay? And what I mean by that is I want you to really take a little bit of time, even with this Hanged Woman, where you're kind of hanging and waiting patiently for your investments, right, to give you something back, and you're waiting for this. During that time, take a little time to self-reflect. As your own healer here, this is actually healing the emotional body. What you're doing is healing the mindset. You want to make sure that you don't have any lack mindset, that you're not holding on to the idea that you don't have enough, or that you can't have enough, or that, I could try and try, but I'll never get where I want to be in life. I'll never find this fulfillment in this dream that I have. Well, you absolutely can, okay? And you need to heal your emotional body and heal your inner child. There's a sweetness inside you and an innocent part of your personality that needs love and care. And the way you deal with that is you give yourself something fun and something joyful each day. Give yourself some time to be creative, to do something that sparks joy in your life. And when you do that, you feed your soul. And when you feed your soul, you're grateful. And when you're grateful, you get more influx of wonderful things in your life. So expect beautiful things and expect harmony to come in. But again, let go of the attachments and let go of things that aren't working for you anymore. Let go of the things that aren't bringing you satisfaction. If it's not sparking joy, let it go. So this, I create harmony. That's just kind of, going right along with this. You're healing your emotional body. You're healing your inner child by finding something creative and joyful each day, letting go of what doesn't serve you. And in doing so, you are creating harmony in your life. And with these 3 aces, boy, are you. Harmony and wonderful things are definitely coming in for you. How often do we get 3 aces in a reading? Okay, so let's go ahead and read this Eternal Child. Give me just a moment here to find the page. The Eternal Child. The inner child, the child of joy. The inner child is conflicted to the timeless, ageless, and infinite aspects of life. It is radiant and fearless and seeks joy above all else and at any cost. The inner child struggles being bound to an aging body with physical limitations in a world that demands attention to detail and logistics. The inner child wants to nix all rules and responsibilities and go beyond what others say is possible. It wants to return, with plenty of friends, to the land of the free, where divine wine and creativity pour from the earth and sky. We all want to sip from the well of eternal youth, and this makes the eternal child naturally popular, perhaps even famous. The eternal child glimmers. It reminds us of what is possible, what is magical about this precious life. Exactly. When light, you're joyful, playful, accepts all and magic. When dark, addicted, selfish, adrift, and burns out. Wow. So, wow. Yep, that goes right along with us. Letting go of what burns you out, letting go of what's heavy on your shoulders, and just feeding that inner child with something light and fun each day. And that's really going to bring you closer to your fulfillment in life. Take a chance on your dreams, on what makes you happy. If you want to quit this job that's just dragging you down, start putting things in action. I'm not saying just quit today and then expect that tomorrow everything's going to be fine, but do start putting those steps in motion, and give yourself a day. I'm going to have this and this closer to my goal, so that you can find something that brings you income, or something that you want to do with your life that brings you that fulfillment. There is nothing wrong with, wanting to do something that makes you happy for your source of income or for your job. In fact, I feel that we are here to find our purpose, right? And so once you find your purpose, then you are finding an alignment with something that brings you joy. It shouldn't be, I have to work each day, and so I'm feeling heavy and coming home feeling exhausted. You should be energized by what you put into each day. If you can put energy into something that feeds you energy back, then you've got it. So that's what I see for you. I see you working to let go of ideas that don't serve you anymore, be it gnarly connections, relationships, work, whatever it is, and making way for this possibility of new ventures. And there's all this possibility with these 3 aces. So very cool. Thank you so much, Group 1. Hello, Group 2. Welcome to your reading. So this reading, again, is about what are we working on this week that brings us closer to finding fulfillment and joy on our path through life. If you see buggies flying around, which I'm sure you will, sorry, there's nothing I can do about it. I have my lights on, we had the windows open today, and these buggies are living their best life right now, so I'm not gonna interfere. I wish they'd go, but okay. So all these cards have been shuffled just for you, group 2. I'll do like a little tiny bit of shuffling, but to save time, I pre-shuffled. So starting with some tarot. What does group 2 need to work on this week? The Lovers. All right. The Magician. The Hermit. Ooh, fun start. Okay. Queen of Wands. Death card. And one more. All right, the Ace of Wands. Sweet. Very cool. Okay. Get some Oracle cards. What do I want to start with? This guy. All right. There we go. Ooh. He flew. All right. I relate in peace. Very nice. Pull another card. I will try to not put my head in the camera above. I know I do it all the time. It's very silly. I don't know what to do about it. Because you see the camera is mounted, so I can't really move it. The Shadow, okay. Another one. Let's see. Harmony. Very nice. Empathy. And then one of these beautiful cards here. Oh, hard to kind of shuffle them. They are shuffled though already, so. King Krans cards here. They are very beautiful. Okay. The Creator. Cool. So I will read this one from the book. So let's see. Let's see what we got going on here. What are we working on this week? So with these lovers, there is an energy of relationship, right? Now it doesn't have to be romantic relationship. This could be any relationship. This could be family, your mom, parents, your friends, your siblings, co-workers, whatever. But there is a need here to work on communication, perhaps even some shit talking. If you are speaking negatively about someone behind their back, please try to work on that. I know that can be kind of like, in the moment, it's like, ooh, it feels good sometimes, especially if someone has been irking you, but it's really, really a terrible attachment to have. So if you do have an issue with talking behind people's backs, really work on it this week. Try to nix that because it just creates negative energy, we don't want that. And with the shadow, that's kind of what's that little shadow inside you, just driving that, that little place from the ego that says, oh, this feels good because I'm mad or whatever it is. But we're going to step away from that and really try to access your empathy. Really try to access what, where they might be coming from, or at least meeting somebody halfway, trying to, the old saying, walk a mile in someone else's shoes, right? So you feel and understand the emotions of another in the service of love. So yeah, you're trying to kind of like, just feel out where they're coming from, if that's something that's going on for you. That's kind of what I'm seeing here is, a communication issue happening here. I relate in peace. So yes, when you speak your mind, which you absolutely should, you want to speak your truth in relationships, no matter who it is, but you want to do it from a place of empathy and love. And by doing so, you are creating harmony in your life. And, if you are speaking your truth from a place of empathy and love, and this other person, just won't have it, they spit venom back at you, that's on them. right? You are coming from a place of love and empathy, and that's all you need to do, that they are acting that way because it's a reflection of what's going on inside them. So try not to take that kind of thing personally and really try to put an end to that. So with this shadow and this death card, we're putting an end to all those negative interpersonal relationships. This week we're working on it, right? Jealousy, a little bit of jealousy going on. People hate to think that they themselves are jealous of anyone else because it's such a negative emotion, at least how people kind of say, oh, you're just being jealous or whatever. It's a natural emotion. It's something that happens. You can't always help it, but what you can do is if you're feeling envious of somebody or jealous, you acknowledge it and say, you know what? I am grateful for what I have. Try to be grateful for the things that you have. When those feelings come up, acknowledge them and then transmute it to being grateful for what you have. Let it go, right? Now, some people out there might be jealous of what you have and envious of what you got going on. And you're not going to take that negativity. You're just going to block that with love and empathy. And that's it. That's what you do. Okay, so moving on, we have the Magician and the Hermit. So, to me, this is saying spending a little time in reflection, thinking about some things, really visualizing aspects of your life of where you want them to be. Because with this Magician, this is an energy of really creating and manifesting. Oh, and we have the Creator too. So yes, really creating and manifesting your own best life, trying to find your own fulfillment in life. And that's really what we're all trying to do, right? We're all on this path to fulfillment and joy. What we're really trying to do is find alignment with our purpose, because that's really where you want to be. Whatever it is, that doesn't have to be anything fancy. It can be simple, but what it does mean is you're finding something, you're aligning with something that brings you joy each day, that gives you that energy and zest for life each day. You invest energy into something that energizes you back. So that's kind of the goal, as I see it. Now, this is my opinion, but I think it's a good one. Okay, so we have the Queen of Wands and the Ace of Wands. Those are beautiful cards. You are the Queen of Wands, a creative individual with passion and fire. Mix that with the Magician, and you are a manifesting force to be reckoned with. So believe that. Take the time to visualize and really put in some, thought energy into what you want to create in your world. And the Ace of Wands says you can have it. So Ace of Wands here, the energy of new, passionate, creative beginnings. And that will come straight into your life. But let go of the negative energies. Let go of self-negative talk too. We're talking about earlier about, talking negatively about other people. Well, don't talk negatively about yourself or to yourself. That is super important. And, this empathy for others and empathy for yourself. You can't forget about yourself, because that's what you are doing. You are creating a beautiful life for yourself, right? So you have to treat yourself very, very well. Okay, Creator card. Let's read that. Give me just a sec here to find the page. Okay. All right. The Creator. The artist, the alchemist, the innovator. The Creator, the first archetype in the trio of existence, is not intimidated by darkness, the shadow, or by lack. They know that from the void, creation inevitably emerges. With meager, minimal, and outlandish materials, the Creator reveals a new image. They make the empty room resonate with healing sounds. They generate bounty from the seed that others tossed away. Through generative, this archetype annihilates preconceived notions of what is possible. So what they're saying there is you are not giving yourself the idea that you can't achieve something or that something isn't possible, right? I'm going to start that sentence over. Through generative. Oh, I see. Though generative, this archetype annihilates preconceived notions of what is possible, leaving unexpected openings in the wake of its destruction. The creator does this by first being absolutely present to what is, not imagining or wishing things were different, but being present here with the Hermit card, self-reflection. And second, trusting that a force greater than themselves awaits constant collaboration with each human soul. Whether we call it nature, God, goddess, Shakti, or divinity, it remains nameless. It is the creator's lifelong companion. When light, curious, playful, open, and surprising. When dark, loses spark and feels burdened. Cool. That's a little bit of a struggle to get through verbally, but we got through it and we got the message. You are yourself a creator, and you are in companionship with the divine creator. And in doing so, you're letting go of notions of lack. You're letting go of the idea that you aren't able to find fulfillment in those dreams that you think are so far out of reach. You know, they are in reach. And you are the Queen of Wands. You can create the most beautiful life for yourself. You are on the way to aligning with your purpose. And this Ace of Wands says, yeah, absolutely, it is just around the corner. Just keep on keeping on, and you will really find some satisfaction and joy in your life. And that is not far off at all. This reading is very beautiful. I'm very happy for you, Group 2. You know, you are a creator and you are a manifester. So, you know, make sure you take some time to visualize and think about what what you really want out of your life, what brings you joy. All right, that's what I see for you, Group 2. Thank you so much for joining me. Much love. Hello, Group 3. Welcome to your reading. So today's reading is again about what we are working on this week. What do we need to work on to find joy and fulfillment in our life? Just get one step further, one step closer to living that best life. So, oh yes, I do have some buggies flying around because the windows were open today and I have these bright lights on, and so there's a buggy party going on, so I hope you don't mind that. There's not much I can do, so I'm just gonna let them do their buggy thing. Okay, so I'm gonna start with some tarot. And these are all shuffled just for you, Group 3. 6 of Wands, the Tower, Death card, the Hierophant, 8 of Wands. Alright. And 7 of Cups. Before I pull my Oracle cards, I'm going to shift everybody down because I feel like I would like to put this card over here. I'm called to put this one at the end. Okay. So let's get some Oracle cards. For Group 3. What does Group 3 got going on this week? Okay. I honor virtue. Very nice. Ancestors. Okay. These guys, and I will try to not put my head in the frame of the above camera, but I don't know why I keep doing it. It's very silly. The camera where it's like it's stuck where it is, I can't really move it, and so yeah, I'll try not to be like putting my head in because I know it's very silly looking. Okay. Empathy. Group 2 got empathy as well. Oops. This is Kim Krans archetype cards. They are beautiful. And I love them very much. But this deck I'm going to have to read out of the book for. Okay. I don't know how to say that. Gnosis, I think. And then one more here. Okay. And we have reflection. Okay, so let's pull this in and see what we have going on. So I do see, so I see something that kind of may have happened to you recently that really shook you. With the Tower card here, something has really shaken you. It's shaken your foundations. You may possibly feeling quite broken at the moment. The Eight of Wands to me suggests that this was a sudden shakeup. Okay, something, perhaps you lost something. Something knocked you off your foundation, and it hurt. But of course we have the Six of Wands at the end here. So I want you to know as we go through this that there is a light at the end of this tunnel, okay? With the Death card, you are being called to let go of something, and it may be an attachment to emotions relating to this painful thing that's happened. I don't know what it could be. Perhaps it's a fight with somebody. Perhaps you lost your job, or perhaps, maybe a source of income. I'm not really seeing that, but it's very possible. I don't have to see it in the cards, but maybe you lost your house. Maybe you lost a loved one. I don't like saying that, but it's something I am called to say it. So I think somebody out there did lose a loved one. And you have these ancestor cards around you. So I want to say this right now. This ancestors card to me is telling me, and not just that, but there's definitely, this is definitely coming through. I need to tell you this. If you lost someone recently, and this is not, I want to make clear, this is not something right now saying that you are losing somebody in the future. So I see that with the Seven of Cups, you have worries, and some of you may be really, really concerned about losing someone you loved, and that you love, and that's not what's happening here. That's not what I see. So please take that idea out of your head. But there is somebody out there who may have lost a loved one, and I need to make it clear that your loved ones are around you. Okay, after passing, they are around you when you need them, when you want them. They are there. Okay, we don't just end. We go on, and they are around you. You have this ancestors card. Your ancestors are around you every step of the way. So please don't be afraid to call on them. Don't be afraid. If you want to say something to a loved one that has transitioned over, say it. They can hear you, and if you're really feeling doubtful, ask for some validation. Ask for a little validation, and then allow that validation to come to you through divine source. And I'm just throwing that out there for now, for those people, but that's a very small amount right now. So most people, that's not the situation. What we're talking about could be a relationship, could be anything. You know what it is for you. You know what may have knocked you off your path, or made you feel like you're knocked back. You took 2 steps forward, you're knocked back 8. Right? So what we want to do is have some self-empathy with this empathy card. Okay. Reflection. Reflect on your steps forward. So you were knocked down. You are shook. You need to let go of that attachment to that energy of victim, okay? And just let the victim energy go. You can still have some, grief feelings, or still have the emotions that are natural to you, but let go of any victim mentality here, okay? And you want to start thinking about steps forward to get your life back on track, and having some joy every day. And in doing so, we have this Six of Wands here that shows that you have success. If you put effort in and start doing some groundwork, then success is yours. If you lost a job and it hurt, if you lost a job and your source of income and it hurt you and it knocked you, start making moves, make some money moves. You will have success. Put some energy in and you will get some energy back. That is true. And do it, with integrity. Always try to carry integrity, of course, but I honor virtue is saying right here that you every move you make, you're doing it from a place of integrity, love, and compassion, and empathy for self, for others as well. But make sure you're taking care of your needs. Every day, do something to take care of yourself, a little self-care. Whatever it is, it's going to give you some self-comfort, treat yourself a little bit every day, and then make plans for forward movement. Okay, I'm going to read this card here. I don't know what this is, so we're going to see how that ties in and what advice we can get. Just allow me to find the page here. Gnosis. Innermost knowing, mystic truths. True knowledge is not found in facts and figures in scholarly books on library shelves. Rather, Gnosis points to the deep and timeless archetypal wisdom that rises from the felt experience of having touched the unknown with every one of the senses. Those who are drawn to Gnosis find themselves in esoteric studies, likely involving mysticism, alchemy, healing, or perhaps science. Knowing is their calling, not knowing is their job description. No matter how far the alchemists take their studies, they come to the ultimate conclusion that facts slip towards mystery, and soon the mystery results in facts. Ooh, interesting. This card signifies a knowing that is life-changing. Once you experience it, you are forever changed and you become a guardian of Gnosis. The eternal mystery is calling you. Study your passion in the deepest way available to you. When light, contemplating the mystery, unanswerable questions. When dark, over-intellectualizing and literalizing, asking others. Wow, so that is very cool. And what we have with here is this reflection card and this ancestors card. And what that tells me is that through self-reflection and allowing yourself to be in a space of receptivity, then mysteries become available to you, ideas become available to you, inspiration becomes available to you, and what's more is that ancestral knowledge becomes available to you, collective knowledge becomes available to you, energies of what is the word? Darn it, I can't think of it. But, ancestral knowledge that has been passed down energetically, and allowing yourself a time with empathy to self-reflect and ask your ancestors, and you will receive insights. And you will. And, like I was saying before, if you want to ask for validation, if you're feeling doubtful, if you feel out of sync with the divine connection in life, sit and be receptive. Sit in and allow insights in. Deep breaths, quiet walks is another way to kind of get into a meditative, contemplative space, and allow those insights in. Allow them to be truths and allow them to chase away doubts, because a negative energy that really lowers your vibration, or lowers kind of like your motivation and lowers your steps forward, is doubts in yourself, doubts in the connection of this beautiful planet and divinity. And so we don't want those doubts. We want that beautiful inner knowledge, and we want that beautiful insights that we can receive. And again, your ancestors, they are with you, and you can ask them for some validation, confirmation, beautiful insights. So what we're working on this week, we're working on letting go of past hurts, whatever they are. We're working on letting go of those. We're working on taking the time to self-reflect, allow insights, and we're taking time to take steps forward towards victory, towards purpose, towards alignment, and in doing so, taking steps towards finding your ultimate joys in life, your purpose, and fulfillment. All right, and that's what I see for you, Group 3. Thank you so much for joining me, and much love to you.